Hassan, who started LOL Studio back in 2010 when the word influencer probably didn't even exist. We have Baveja from Patangir. She's a part of a duo that does really interesting travel blogging. So they've made an amazing comeback in this Corona season. And then we have Amber Javed, who runs a wardrobe affair, a very interesting and lively lifestyle and fashion blog and account. Welcome, Muzammil, Amtul, and Amber. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having
Thank you for having us.
And my name is Sahra Habib Ghazi. I'm a journalist and I do stuff for The Nest all the time. I also hosted their big event, Disrupt, last year. So I'm so glad to be here. When The Nest asked me to do this, I first asked, who are the influencers going to be? Because we all know there are lots of influencers now in Pakistan. And I was super interested in doing this because all three of you are very different, I feel. I've been following you since a while. And when COVID-19 hit Pakistan 2 months ago, I saw Muzammil be one of the first people to react to it, actually. And then I also saw Amber change the way that she was doing content, and Amtul. So, soon within a few weeks, I saw all three of you pivot to the new reality. And you were going with the flow, and uncertainty is coming at all of us, and thought you guys did a great job. So wanted to start it off first with you, Amtul, because I think the transition you made is fairly recent to like doing something new. I wanted to ask, when did you realize that you have to pivot? And then
so I think as soon as we heard the news that we can't travel anymore, I think that's when it really like hit us, because as you mentioned, travel content has been our main content, So I think it was February and like end of February, and when the airspaces shut and everything, and that's when we were like, okay, this is bad, how are we going to make content anymore? Because we had kept ourselves very, very travel specific, because that was our passion and that's what we enjoyed doing. And I think that's when we realized, okay, you know what, no sitting around, no getting demotivated, we need to find a backup, we need to pivot ourselves, find a new direction for our content and make do with whatever we have. So then we came up with a really fun idea. We were like, okay, how about we just move into our office and just, create content from there, because we can't travel, we can't go out, we can't do anything. So we just moved in. I think it's been like more than 7 weeks. We've been living in our office because it gives us, motivation. It gives us some creative ideas. We're in a creative space, only Fahad and I, So we moved here and we were like, okay, fine. This is it. We're here. We're stuck here. Let's create and churn our content living here. So our whole narrative basically changed from a travel couple to a couple who is living in their office and, just churning out creative content, living here. How is it living in an office? How are we dealing with things? Not having a stove, not having a proper kitchen, not having a proper bed, and just being in quarantine and just creating content from here. So I think that's how we pivoted.
Muzammil, so I was following you right around the time that Imran Khan made his first comments, and also when Digital Pakistan started making their first comments on what they're going to be doing. So you were one of the key people that were, a bridge between social media and the government initially. I think they also relied on you as an influencer to get the word out. The first bits of information to us were, going to you as much as they were going to journalists. So could you talk a bit about that, and when you realize that, this is something serious and you have to make your audience members think it's something serious too?
Yeah, so basically, like at that time, I was working with Digital Pakistan team as well with Tanya. And one of the first things that happened was we were called into the Ministry of Health, where we realized that what's about to come was actually, because I remember at that time, there was a lot of news coming in from Italy. US se us waqt us tarah se nahi aana shuru hui thi, and when obviously Ministry of Health working with UNDP and WHO had a much better idea of what was happening on the ground. So we realized that this is going to be blowing up in the next couple of weeks. And obviously, because mainstream media तो चल रहा है, process इसका exist करता है, लेकिन जो आपकी नौजवान हैं, particularly, they don't trust that medium anymore. So what we did was कि हमने एक sort of उस वक्त मैं क्या कहूँगा एक एड हॉक किस्म का एक रूडिमेंट्री नेटवर्क ही था, बट एक नेटवर्क ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंसर्स बनाया, बेसिकली अराउंड 250 ऑफ द टॉप इन्फ्लुएंसर्स इन पाकिस्तान. वी brought them together on a WhatsApp group, and we basically liaised with the Ministry of Health for almost an entire month, जिस पे हम इंफॉर्मेशन जैसे जैसे रियल टाइम ऑन ग्राउंड हो रही थी हम वो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स तक पहुंचा रहे थे. One of the great things that did was कि जो आपके बहुत सारे ऐसे influencers थे generally जो कि who have a lot of influence but do not are more in the entertainment segment, you know, TikTok का segment हो गया या even Instagram वगैरह YouTube पे entertainment segment है, they were able to take this thing much more seriously, जो कि शायद normal time के ऊपर वो इतना seriously ना लेते, और at least जब तक वो बात बहुत ज़्यादा lockdown ना हो जाता, वो सारा ना हो जाता, they would not have taken that very seriously. And another very interesting thing जो कि हमने इसमें की वो फेक न्यूज़, जो कि जनरली एक बहुत मेजर प्रॉब्लम है पूरी दुनिया में, और उसका अभी तक कोई उस तरह से सोल्यूशन नहीं निकल पा रहा. तो हमने ये किया कि हमने रिवर्स फीडबैक एक मैकेनिज्म बनाया, जिसमें हमने दो तीन एडमिन्स ऐसे रखे जिनको सिर्फ और सिर्फ पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो थे. सो द स्ट्रक्चर द वे दैट इट वर्कड वाज कि इन्फ्लुएंसर्स एक ब्रिज है बिटवीन you know your mass population and let's say the government, right? So influencers get a lot of feedback from people from all over Pakistan कि जी मैंने सुना ये हो रहा है, ये तस्वीर सही है कि नहीं, मुझे WhatsApp पे ये मिला है, इसके बारे में क्या ख्याल है. And when influencers would start getting a lot of this feedback, they would shout it out to us and we would put it out to government officials, and it was like real time. Within 2 to 3 minutes of anything going viral, हमें information मिलकर हम उसको या कंफर्म कर लेते थे या डिनाई कर देते थे. स्पेशली अर्ली टाइम्स पे आपको याद होगा कि बहुत सारी रैंडम नोटिफिकेशंस फ्लाई अराउंड कर रही थी कि ये एरिया बंद हो गया, ये एरिया खुल गया. So we tested that model and I think that worked really successfully. So yeah, ये basically था जिसमें हमने वो influencers और उसका एक sort of.
Absolutely. And you know, specifically to that, I think because you've been in the influencer space for you know, more than 10 years, and also because you're based in Islamabad, also because you had meetings with, you know, when Imran Khan called a bunch of influencers, so there's that access with the government as well. I think the sense of responsibility around what was happening, there was a bit of activism there as well. I'm going to pause that conversation. Sorry, I'm just going to pause that because we have a couple of questions from the crowd, and the crowd is really interested in not talking about Corona. They just want to know about you guys. So we're going to come back to this conversation, and I'm just going to address some of their questions. We have a question from Khala Vakas, and Amber, if you could answer this. She wants to know that how do social media, how do you make a space for yourself organically on social media?
Okay, so see, the thing is, this is a very, very vast topic. I mean, there is so much that goes into figuring out your space and your voice on social media, especially Instagram. Right from, I think where it really just starts from is the fact that आप अपने content को define करो. Like you figure out what exactly is it that you're going to be about. अगर मैं, for example, अपनी बात करूँ, let's say Amtul is like a wonderful influencer right now, and so she's mixed travel and she's mixed a lot of comedy and like, you know, like added her own individual spin to it, where she's very unabashed and they're both like, you know, the husband and her, they're creating things together. So it's a very unique voice. The content is very unique. I think when it comes to organic content, if there is one thing that, you know, I can tell everybody is it will take you time to figure out your unique voice. But if you already know that, wonderful. Because that exactly is the future of, you know, influencer marketing for me. I believe that if you continue to do what everybody else is doing, there are millions and billions of people out there right now, and you're just going to get drowned in that noise. And to be honest, you won't even have a higher purpose or some joy, you know, in creating that content. So organic content create करने के लिए सबसे पहले तो, you know, you have to be true to yourself. You have to answer what exactly do I want to say, who is my audience, what is my content frequency going to be like, what you can map out a whole, like, you know, like a calendar or something around like a tree, you know. So for example, you can be about fashion and you can be about beauty and you can include a bit about lifestyle. If you're about mental health or you want to talk about books, so what books exactly? You know, so don't just define broad categories, be specific. If you're into fashion, what exactly about fashion? If you're into travel, what exactly in travel? Because you can't be so, you know, like broad in today's day and age, right? It has to get very, very specific. Secondly, obviously, is about the visual treatment, getting more hands-on. कि मेरे look and feel क्या होगी? What is the how's the visuals going to look like? Am I going to be playing around certain colors? Am I going to make more videos? What are my captions going to be like? So try and define like a whole, like layout, sort of like a map in front of you. And then that's going to give you a good direction in terms of how, and I truly believe in that. कि आप organically, if you're good, you don't need to crack that algorithm, and you don't need to do like 500 hacks, frankly. Muzammil's hair, I tell this to people. I say, look at the girls who've actually, and the people who've made it big, even on Instagram, like Hamna and, Shahana I see, and there's so many people I follow, and I say, yeah, these guys don't really get crazy in cracking that algorithm. You just have to be true to your art and what you're creating, and it has to resonate with people. So that for me is like a broad starting point, to develop your own space on Instagram.
Amtul, I think this is a great time to transition to you because, knowing your authentic voice takes time. And then to really grow organically, you need to know what you stand for. And some of us don't stand for one thing. We stand for multiple things.
Yes.
So for you, for example, you wear many different hats and you've developed many different personas based on those hats. So do you have any advice?
Yeah, so
Paula? Go ahead.
As Amber said, yes, it is true that you need to have your niche. But I also believe that you can stand for multiple things, which I do. For example, if we put Patanjali aside and I talk about my own platform, which is Amtul Baweja, and I also create content under my own name and my own platform. So there I stand for multiple things. Like I love travel. So Patanjali kind of falls within that, okay, I have another page with my husband where I love traveling. Then I make comedy videos. So I talk about that. I'm also, an actor, improviser, and a comedian on the side. So I also talk about that. But it all needs to be, encompassed in one thing. It needs to come together very nicely in one package. Okay, this is Amtul. Like she stands for being herself, and she is very she doesn't feel bad who she is, and she's very confident, and she's funny, and she's loud, and people tell her that why are you so loud, but she doesn't care about that. And then all these things fall within that. So I feel like it's very important to have a vision and have a persona, and under that you can do multiple things. For example, if you look at someone who does fashion and beauty, that doesn't mean that they can't do travel and that they can't do food, but they will do it in their own style. Like for example, we recently started making food videos in Patanjali, but we don't do it like any food blogger. We do it in a more fun, we're a couple, we're making a fun snack, and we do it in our own editing style. We add our own humor in it, our own comedic element in it. So I feel like it also depends on how you're doing things. You can do 3-4 things also, that's fine, but you have to develop your own style, your communication style, so that your audience gets used to it, the way you communicate. So like our style is very comedic, so that's how we communicate our things. So I think it needs to be a mixture of that, like your niche plus the way you communicate and your style.
Great, thank you, Amtul. Okay, Muzammil, coming back to you. First, I wanted to say that Khala, who asked this question, she wanted to really appreciate the efforts that you made towards corona awareness, and she said it was really helpful getting news from you. So, when it comes to something like this, people who are growing their platforms, I think it's slightly different for someone like you, Muzammil. You've grown your platform, and now you can, and you also evolve as people, right? Like the Muzammil of 2010 is very different from the Muzammil of 2020, right? Right. I also follow an account that you and your wife started called Already Grown Up.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Which for me, pre-corona, so corona times has brought to the surface a lot of hidden issues in our family structures about how, women go off to work and men don't. But even before corona happened, you guys started this account a few weeks before, and you started showing, and it's been amazing that you did that right before. And then, we see Amtul and Fahad doing it now. And those kinds of messages and that kind of influence, it's amazing, right? The kind of impact it can have. And go ahead.
So I think one of the things that I firmly believe in when it comes to content is subliminal or subconscious messaging, and I've always believed in that. When I used to do like there's been a lot of evolution in terms of the content that I've done since 2010 and today. लेकिन there is एक basic element मैं हमेशा उसके अंदर रखता हूँ, वो एक hope का element था. हमने comedy भी किया, हमने serious भी किया, हमने creative भी किया, but वो हमेशा hope के around ही packaged रहा है. अब most recently जो मुझे एक चीज पाकिस्तान में बहुत ज्यादा बॉदर करती है, वो ये करती है कि there is the left and there is a right and then there is the majority and the majority sort of tends to get दब जाती है वो, right? और उसकी वजह से a lot of times what I personally love to do is I try to play with content and I try to see if I can not have conversations where I go head on because a lot of people do and that's great, but if I can utilize content to change the way that people are thinking. So I take, let's say, left or I take right, and I say, this is what they don't believe in. So can I use content and show them things that they love in a slightly different way and see if they can sort of change their mindsets. और उसमें वो मुख्तलिफ चीजें आती हैं, उसमें इस तरह की भी आती हैं कि, for example, something as simple as Hamna changing her wardrobe to a boss woman wardrobe, something that we did last quarter, and there was an entire philosophy behind it where we said, listen, we don't have a lot of women in Pakistan who people look up to and see कि यार ये this is a woman that I, क्योंकि एक लड़की जब बड़ी होती है ना तो वो देखती है, वो शादी को देखती है, ठीक है, वो देखती है कि makeup, fashion, and there's nothing wrong with all of those things, but there should also be, she should also see an empowered woman who's nice and who's not screaming and who's not like I don't get my rights, I need my rights. She's very normal, yet she's doing all of these things every day, and that's why हमने वो attire change किया, and you'd be surprised by the amount of girls who message Hamna, जो कि now just because of how she looks, they perceive their future very differently. So there were two ways of doing things. One way was you start going to these girls and say you deserve these rights and this XYZ is a problem, जिसकी वजह से एक resentment होती है. And then the same thing can be done in a way जिसके ऊपर वो आप basically normalize कर रहे हो behavior without really sort of picking a fight. So with already grown up, it's a similar idea. मुझे अभी भी YouTube के ऊपर हमने एक वीडियो डाली हुई है जिसमें मैं वॉशरूम धो रहा हूँ, तो उसमें मेरे ख्याल 100-150 कमेंट्स में 1-2 कमेंट्स हैं ऐसे कि what are you doing, ये क्या लड़का है, ये इस तरह की हरकत क्यों कर रहा है. मैं अपनी स्टोरी में मैंने जब से क्वारंटाइन हुआ था तो I started doing these time lapses, जिसमें मैं कभी खाना बना रहा हूँ, कभी कुछ कर रहा हूँ, तो मुझे वो एक मैसेज आया कि जी जोड़ू का गुलाम है, पता नहीं क्या है. बट उसी के साथ साथ मैं जिस तरह मैंने वो जब आपको बताऊँ ना कि मुझे मैसेज आया जोड़ू के गुलाम वाला, एंड उसके ऊपर मैंने वो स्क्रीनशॉट लेके डाली और मैंने कहा I'm very proud to do housework. It's something that we've been brought up to as men we need to do this as well. The amount of men who messaged me in support was so phenomenal कि normally the alternate side of the conversation अगर थोड़ा aggressive होता है ना तो वो मर्द सारे छुपे हुए होते हैं, right? But just by showing a positive way of something that is different from the society, and I know it is something different from the society, I feel like a lot can be changed, and that's something that we try to do, and I hope that we're able to make a bigger impact.
Thank you, Muzammil. I'm going to pull both Amber and Amtul in here because Muzammil framed some things in a way that I feel like it's important as influencers to talk about these things. So there's certain stereotypes that exist about women and men. And as influencers, the challenges that you, Amtul, and you, Amber, face, and Amtul, you must see this very closely because you and Fahad are directly linked together. You guys could be doing the same thing and it'll be perceived very differently. Like Fahad could be loud, but it'll be like, oh, Amtul's being loud, right?
Yes, like it's like literally pinpoint, you're right. और ये होता है, like हमारे व्लॉग्स में काफी दफा हमें ऐसे कमेंट्स आते हैं कि कभी-कभी तो ये भी आते हैं दोनों ही पागल हैं, दोनों ही क्लाउन हैं, because one thing we notice is like people are not used to seeing a couple together, कि they're having fun, they're supporting each other, वो सफाइयाँ भी साथ कर रहे हैं, खाना भी साथ बना रहे हैं, घूम भी रहे हैं, और वाह कोई मसले नहीं हो रहे, लड़ाइयाँ नहीं हो रही, कोई कुछ इनको कोई कहने वाला नहीं है, तो वो आवाम आ जाती है बोलने के लिए आपके अम्मी अब्बू कहाँ है, आपको कोई क्यों कुछ नहीं बोल रहा, why are you so happy? And it happened with us शुरू में, like when we were very tiny page, when we didn't have a community around us, तो लोग कहते थे ये कि आप दोनों साथ क्यों हैं, अच्छे में बाल भी फहद के लंबे, तो फिजिकल अपीयरेंस में कि ये जनाना आ गया, दोनों इनमें से लड़की कौन है समझ नहीं आ रहा, और जनाना की दाढ़ी निकल के लाइक रैंडम, आई कैंट इवन लाइक बिगिन की क्या क्या चीजें हमें बोलते थे. बट हाँ, ये आता था कि मुझ पे ज्यादा आता था कि why she so happy, why she so loud, ये क्या कार्टून है. And I noticed that when a man is funny, he's funny, but when a woman is funny, she's trying so hard. Did something happen?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I don't
we
know.
got
I
disconnected.
lost you. I don't know if it was me or if it was someone
No,
else.
I
Was
think
everyone there?
Amtul का connection वो हो गया था.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I
what
don't know whether it
happened?
was me or Uncle, but I changed my Wi-Fi. I have two that I can change between.
So, continuing what I was saying, that yeah, this does happen. A woman usually does get more, bashing from the audience, और कभी-कभी तो दोनों को साथ भी मिलती है कि आप दोनों साथ क्यों इतने खुश हैं? What are you trying to portray? और इस तरह की बातें काफी होती हैं. And you just have to stand together. You have to be strong. You have to support each other. And then we try to educate them also. जब हमें ऐसे comments आते हैं, तो I usually try to engage them in a conversation जहाँ पे मैं इनको समझाती हूँ कि there's nothing wrong in this. आप मुझे बताएं इसमें क्या गलत बात है. And a lot of times they actually turn around. They're like, oh yeah, we were just having fun. हम तो बस ऐसे आपको troll कर रहे थे. तो कभी-कभी people are just getting a kick out of it, And then sometimes you have to put them in their place कि this is not funny. This is not a good joke. This is not a good thing to say to someone. And be open-minded. And I just that's our motto. मतलब हम लोग का aim यही होता है कि हम conversation में उनको indulge करें. Or let's try to change their perspectives, like their minds and everything. And kabhi change ho jate hain. So
We have a lot of questions coming in again about goals and setting up as a blogger. But I want to come to Amber because I did say that I'd let you speak on this. If you want to talk on this, you please go ahead, Amber.
I think if there's one piece of advice that somebody gave me recently, and if there is something that I would like to give to anybody and everybody who's on social media these days, is that अगर आपको इंटरनेट पे या सोशल मीडिया पे नेगेटिव कमेंट्स बॉदर करते हैं, एंड इफ इट रियली जस्ट gets under your skin, then you're on the wrong platform. Like, I truly feel that you need to develop a very thick skin, because obviously when you've chosen to put yourself out there, as is the case with any social media influencer or even celebrities, you have to grow a thick skin first of all, for your own self, for your own mental well-being, and for you to be able to continue to do this in an effective manner. I have seen influencers keep on absorbing it, and repressing is not the solution, right? कि मैं इतने नेगेटिव कमेंट्स मुझे आते जाए और फिर मैं एक दिन कहूँ कि फट पड़े आप एकदम से. So the point is that you have to grow thick skin first of all. Secondly, if it's really abusive, if it's personal, you can choose not to engage at all. But sometimes, as Amtul said, sometimes you feel like somebody is coming from a place of negativity, and I just like to engage them in sort of like a funny conversation. Like somebody would be like, so the other day I posted like a video on work from home, basics of work from home, right? And somebody had spoken about कि work from home के लिए आप अपने लिए एक अच्छा सा desk रखें वगैरह वगैरह. There were a couple of suggestions, good suggestions. And then somebody wrote a whole long paragraph to me saying कि ये तो valid ही नहीं है, ये तो working mothers के लिए valid नहीं है. Now I understood that this person has a lot of personal trouble right now, and this is just a medium. Influences become sort of like a medium for them to project. ठीक है, वो आपके अपने आके, they also feel like you're their friend, and they just feel like कि बस हमने कहीं तो निकालना है ना, तो हम यहाँ पे जाके लिखते हैं and I said that's totally fine. So that was, instead of me trying to really preach her, या मैं उनको बैठ के पूरी एक बात फलसफा समझाने के बजाय, बहुत बेहतर है कि आप उनको एक ऐसी एडवाइस दें जो उनको भी हेल्प करेगी कि आपको ये चीज अच्छी नहीं लगी, आप इग्नोर कर दें. इट्स ओके, इट्स फाइन, लेट इट गो. So all I'm trying to say is कि पहली बात तो ये negativity, if you're on social media, negative or hate comments shouldn't really get to you. You've chosen to be on a platform where you will receive positive and negative feedback. You should be okay with it. And secondly, for people, I believe, like, you know, you just need to see who you can engage and, you know, who you can choose to ignore.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. So Jahan has asked us to speak in a mix of Urdu and English. So मैं भी कोशिश करूँगी. Muzammil, there's a question from Imtiaz, and I'm just going to pull it up. He's saying brands and influencers have come to agreements of sorts of effectiveness of influencer marketing in terms of business goals. He's asking, have brands, do they understand where influencers come into this? And then are views, shares, engagement prevalent goals for them still? Also, he's asking, what is expected to change in the price-sensitive market dynamics right now with the COVID-19 scenario?
Achha, so it's a very good question. First of all, I'd like to just sort of place the industry कि exactly है कहाँ पे, क्योंकि काफी लोग ये कह रहे हैं अभी पिछले दिनों अभी वाइस का आर्टिकल आया था regarding कि influencer marketing industry is about to die out, you know, maybe it's a thing of the past. तो लोगों को ये लग रहा है कि शायद ये इंडस्ट्री फटने वाली है और अब, you know, the business is gonna be not be coming anymore. देखिए, सबसे पहली चीज तो ये कि डिजिटल कंटेंट, डिजिटल मीडिया की जो इंडस्ट्री है वो लास्ट ईयर $30 मिलियन की थी, इस साल $150 मिलियन की होनी थी और अगले साल प्रोजेक्टेड $400 मिलियन की होनी थी. दैट इज बेसिकली फ्रॉम लास्ट ईयर टू नेक्स्ट ईयर, दैट्स अराउंड 13x का जंप. वी नो फॉर अ फैक्ट कि जो हमारे क्रिएटर्स हैं, जो हमारे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं, वो डेफिनेटली 13 टाइम्स नहीं बढ़े. मैक्सिमम भी अगर हो जाएंगे तो डबल हो जाएंगे, ट्रिपल हो जाएंगे, बट 13 टाइम्स तो नहीं बढ़ेंगे, व्हिच बेसिकली मींस कि एवरीबॉडी गेट्स अ बिगर चंक ऑफ द पाई. जो दूसरी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो आपने बोला कि एंगेजमेंट रीच कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है, ये चीज ये डायरेक्टली लिंक होती है अब कोविड के साथ. अभी जो प्राइमरीली इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग चल रही थी, आई डू एग्री, वो एक बबल फेज में चल रही थी. लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स हो ये रहा था कि जी हमारे वो जाएंगे और जाके एक बड़ा ब्रांड नेम उठाएंगे, कोई भी ब्रांड मैनेजर होगा वो जाएगा और जाके उस बंदे को उठाएगा जो कि शायद उसके दोस्त यार देखते हैं या उसकी टाइमलाइन पे ज्यादा आता है, और वो जाके उसको हायर कर लेगा. देयर इज नॉट अ लॉट ऑफ कन्वर्जन बेस्ड कॉन्वर्जेशन कि एक्चुअली यू नो पैसा बन भी रहा है कि नहीं बन रहा, एक्चुअली क्या यू नो बिजनेस को कोई फायदा हो भी रहा है या नहीं हो रहा. सो नाउ और हो ये रहा था अगेन कि रीच और एंगेजमेंट पे हो रहा था, राइट. सो वी टेक लाइक लेट्स से अ प्लेटफॉर्म लाइक टिकटॉक वेयर every influencer, a good influencer on TikTok will have a reach at least 5 to 10 times that of Instagram. And पहले you would think कि they would be valued more than Instagram. लेकिन ऑब्वियसली हमें कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ये भी रखना है कि टिकटॉक या यूट्यूब के ऊपर एवरेज एज क्या है देखने वालों की, और जो एवरेज एज है उस व्यूअर के पास बाइंग पावर कितनी है कि वो प्रोडक्ट खरीद भी सकता है या नहीं खरीद सकता. हमने ये भी देखना है कि उसकी SEC क्लास कौन सी है कि उसके हिसाब से अगर लेट से कि टोयोटा आके स्पेंड करना चाहता है तो टोयोटा को टिकटॉक पे कोई फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि टिकटॉक की ऑडियंस जो है वो टोयोटा की बाइंग ऑडियंस नहीं है. वही ऑडियंस इंस्टाग्राम पे डेफिनेटली उसको मिल जाएगी. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ दीस बिजनेस क्वेश्चंस दैट नाउ आर कमिंग इनटू प्ले मोर. सो यस, लाइक्स, reach and engagement will not be the most important metric. The most important metric going forward will primarily be conversion. आप देखेंगे affiliate marketing बहुत ज़्यादा खुल जाएगी with influencers. बाहर ही already बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है, पाकिस्तान में unfortunately भी start नहीं हुआ, पर आने वाले दिनों में ये बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा. I do see more money being spent on digital, and हमने पहले भी originally जब COVID आया था तो हम बहुत ज़्यादा freak out कर रहे थे कि शायद अब business बिल्कुल ही रुक जाएगा. What we did see was कि you know जो आपके होते हैं ना एक्सपेंसिव ब्रांड्स कह लें उनको, या नाइस टू हैव प्रोडक्ट्स हो गई, उनका बिजनेस चोक हो गया, खत्म हो गया, उनका बिजनेस इस वक्त नहीं आ रहा. लेकिन जो एसेंशियल आइटम्स हैं और ऐसे आइटम्स जो कि फास्ट मूविंग आइटम्स हैं, डेली लाइफ में इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं, सडनली वो इस रमजान में जो बिजनेस आया है, ये सारे ब्रांड्स वो हैं जो कि पहले कभी नहीं आए, और वो आए ही इस वजह से हैं बिकॉज नाउ व्हेन दे लेट्स से अगर उनका 2 करोड़ रुपए का बजट था, वो बजट अब 40 लाख रुपए का रह गया. पहले वो 2 करोड़ में से 15 लाख रुपए डिजिटल पे लगाते थे, अब 40 लाख से वो TVC तो बना नहीं सकते, तो वो 40 का 40 सारा डिजिटल पे लग रहा है. सो बॉटम लाइन डिजिटल की एक्चुअली 2 to 3x इंक्रीज की है compared to a quarter ago, or if the same quarter is compared to last year. जो आपका लास्ट सवाल था जिसमें आपने कहा कि जी कौन सा बिजनेस ज्यादा डिजिटल या इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग पे आएगा, तो जैसे मैंने आपको कहा शॉर्ट टर्म पे तो हम ये देख रहे हैं कि you know fast moving goods, essential items, grocery items, इस तरह की चीजें ज्यादा आएंगी. तो obviously अगर आपकी communication as an influencer, अगर आपकी communication उसके around हो, which means food bloggers का good scene है, which means lifestyle bloggers का good scene है, fashion influencers थोड़ा सा इस वक्त जो है वो उन्होंने हिट ली भी है अनफॉर्चुनेटली, और उसकी यही वजह दुकानें नहीं खुली हुई, जो सीजन है वो अभी नहीं मूव कर रहा उस तरीके से। लेकिन ये बड़ा शॉर्ट लिव्ड है। मैं एक बॉटम लाइन जरूर लोगों को कहना चाहूंगा, काफी इन्फ्लुएंसर्स देख रहे होंगे और इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को बहुत ही परेशानी इस वक्त लगी हुई है कि पता नहीं इंडस्ट्री सस्टेन करेगी नहीं करेगी। 100% मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, 110% सस्टेन करेगी। पैसा अब बहुत ज्यादा लगना शुरू हो गया है। सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपने क्या ध्यान रखना है, आपने ये ध्यान रखना है कि जी हवाई काम ना करें। इन्फ्लुएंसर होने का एक बेसिक वो है, और ये मैं थोड़ी देर पहले भी ये बात हो रही थी, आई वांट टू पुट दिस आउट देयर, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर एंड एन इन्फ्लुएंसर। अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर इज समवन हु कैन क्रिएट अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट कंटेंट, एंड वो आर्टिस्टिक हो सकता है, उसकी आर्टिस्टिक वैल्यू हो सकती है, उसकी एंटरटेनमेंट वैल्यू हो सकती है, उसकी बहुत सारी चीजें हो सकती हैं। एन इन्फ्लुएंसर इज समवन हु कैन इन्फ्लुएंस पीपल टू in the basic sense of the word buy products, right? That's the industry. And वो आता ही तब है जब आपकी expertise define हुई होती है। So until and unless influencers, a lot of influencers I see जो कि ना copy paste content throw कर रहे हैं, they get the engagement, but people aren't following you, or people do not trust your word. They trust the content that you're putting out, and they might like it or dislike it. So build that influence, incredibly important. Yes, the industry is going to grow, but जो इसमें sustain करेंगे वो सिर्फ वो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स होंगे जिनको एक इन्फ्लुएंस बनाना आता होगा, यानी कि एक्सपर्टीज बनाना आती होगी कि भाई अगर मैं फैशन की बात कर रहा हूँ तो मैं वाकई दिखा रहा हूँ कि मुझे फैशन के बारे में सब पता है। मैं अगर एक सीजन आ रहा है तो मैं 50 ब्रांड्स को जाके देख रहा हूँ और उसमें से आपको बेस्ट प्रोडक्ट्स बता रहा हूँ, because very basic idea, I don't have enough time in my life, so I'm going to follow an influencer who's going to do all the grunt work and tell me the most important things. And secondly, understand the data-driven nature of the industry. A lot of influencers I talk to वो कहते हैं कि जी हम इतना काम करते हैं, हमारी artistic value इतनी ज़्यादा है, so we should charge $1 million, $2 million. Artistic value वाले लोग फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में जाएंगे, वो नेटफ्लिक्स पे जाएंगे, वो उन जगहों पर जाएंगे। इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग वाले लोगों को डायरेक्टली रिलेट करना पड़ेगा। अगर एक ब्रांड आपको लेट से एक्स अमाउंट दे रहा है और वो ब्रांड उस कैंपेन में एक्स अमाउंट से ज्यादा खुद नहीं बनाता, तो कैन यू गाइस हियर मी? ओके, अगर वो एक्स अमाउंट आपको दे रहा है और वो ब्रांड उससे पैसे ज्यादा नहीं बनाता, तो वो ब्रांड आपके पास वापस कभी नहीं आएगा। वो आप एक दफा पैसे ज्यादा चार्ज कर लेंगे, आप दूसरी दफा चार्ज कर लेंगे, तीसरी दफा आप मार्केट से बाहर हो जाएंगे। So you have to understand that you're in this industry where businesses will come in, you will help them make money, you will get a chunk of the profits, and you will move on, and then a new business will come in, and इस तरह पहिया चलेगा।
Thank you, Muzammil, for that overview, the deep overview. Amber, I think
Yeah.
I'd like you to pop in, and I know
Yeah.
this is stuff you've been thinking about a lot. So what do you feel?
अच्छा, सो आई थिंक कि मुज़म्मिल ने बहुत अच्छी बातचीत की और उन्होंने बहुत डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स की बात की। सबसे पहली बात तो ये कि जो बेसिक इस वेबिनार का क्वेश्चन भी था ना कि व्हाट डू यू फील इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग आगे ग्रो करेगी या नहीं करेगी, एंड आई कैन ओनली स्पीक इन टर्म्स ऑफ जितनी मैंने रिसर्च किया या जो मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस रहा है अभी तक एज अ फैशन ब्लॉगर। So the first thing is, as Muzammil said, कि अगले कुछ महीने globally, पहली बात तो ये कि e-commerce itself globally grow कर रहा है, right? People don't have an option. अभी option ही नहीं है आपके पास, ठीक है? अगर आपने basic needs भी आपकी basic goods हैं या fashion related stuff है, कुछ भी चीज़ है, everything is online, right? So first of all, people don't have a choice, and e-commerce is the way to go. Even existing brands जिनकी पहले websites नहीं थी, grocery stores है, उन्होंने अपनी website शुरू कर दी है. So basically, because they realize that if they don't go on digital, they will not have anything to, they will not survive. So first of all, e-commerce is growing, and by virtue of e-commerce growing, क्योंकि सब कुछ अगर digital पे चला जाता है, websites पे चला जाता है, तो digital driven businesses हो जाती है. By as an extension of that, all influencers को ज़्यादा बड़ी opportunity मिलती है. मैं अगर अपने personal experience से बात करूँ तो पिछले कुछ दिनों में मुझे ऐसे brands ने भी reach out किया who were not active on digital media before, जो कि influencer marketing शायद करते नहीं थे, लेकिन now they realize कि we don't have a choice, first of all. दूसरी बात ये कि कुछ शुरू में I completely agree with Muzammil. Fashion industry की मैं बात करूँ, beauty industry की बात करूँ, it took a couple of weeks for people to adjust. Obviously, because brands did not know where to go, they did not have the kind of money anymore to spend. They were confused. But I think slowly and gradually, fashion brands have also come to the realization that they need to change their approach to business and their approach to marketing. So for example, a lot of money and budget जो पहले out of home पे जा रहा था या TV पे जा रहा था या print पे जा रहा था या activations पे जा रहा था, on ground events पे जा रहा था, वो सब का सब और उसका तो अब कोई फायदा नहीं है, मकसद नहीं रहा. So if they have to push sales through their only channel, which is their website or which is their digital channel, the only way to do it is at the end of the day promote it on digital. And by digital, it can be ads, it can be influencer marketing, but it everything has culminated on the digital platform. So I personally feel कि अभी कुछ time teething issues चल रहे हैं brands के end पे भी, but I actually मेरा अपना personal opinion भी यही है कि after Eid, once brands streamline their own processes, जब उनका सारा वो अपने आप को figure out कर लेंगे, I actually think this is local brands, maybe this is going to grow. और lastly बस मैं एक छोटी बात करूँगी जो मुजम्मिल ने भी बात की, जहाँ पे power of influence आ जाते हैं ना, I am somebody who I think who has now completely, you know, like इस कॉन्सेप्ट पे मैं बहुत ज़्यादा बिलीव करती हूँ और मैंने इसको फुल्ली अडॉप्ट भी कर लिया है कि and I follow Eva Chen, right? Eva Chen is the head of fashion partnerships at Instagram. This is what she has been saying all along, that it doesn't matter what your following is. It doesn't matter कि जी likes कितनी हैं और numbers कितने हैं. The power of influence आपका कितना है. मैं अगर कोई भी if I wear something and if I get a million whatever likes, but I know कि ये मेरी right audience को targeted नहीं था या उन लोगों के लिए intended ही नहीं था जो लोग ये जाके एंड में खरीदेंगे, सेल्स में ट्रांसलेट नहीं करेगा वो, या फिर मैं कोई इतना एक्सपेंसिव आइटम पहन लेती हूँ जो कि मुझे पता है कि मेरी ऑडियंस में से कोई अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता. सो ब्रांड्स आर ऑल्सो गेजिंग कि आपकी ब्रांड की अवेयरनेस तो क्रिएट हो रही है, बट सेल्स में आपको क्या फायदा हो रहा है. And you know, like even I have been working with a lot of brands on this. I do share a post campaign snapshot with them, and some of them have seen amazing, like, you know, they're very happy in terms of they because again digital पे है, website पे है, उनके लिए gauge करना बहुत आसान है कि मैंने अगर कुछ product डाला है तो let's say पिछले 24 hours में उस product की sales ऊपर गई हैं या नहीं गई हैं. And for आप लोग जो अगर कोई भी new content creators हैं उनको मैं यही कहूँगी कि it's very good to engage, भी discuss करो उनको, and then after it ends, take feedback, ask them how do you feel, what has your team felt, how was the content, what has been the engagement like, did you see any uptake in sales. So it's a very good way of closing the loop, and that's how I feel you can also get the brands to work with you again, because they will know that their money has not gone to waste.
Thank you, Amber. We have a lot of questions on how to start digital marketing and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a whole round with all three of you on that. But before we do, there's some specific comments for Amtul. And I wanted to ask Amtul and maybe all of you before we even transition to those. Have any of you during COVID-19 gotten approached by a new brand, Amtul?
Yes. Yeah, we have, as Muzammil and Amber, both of them also said कि काफी ज़्यादा brands हैं who were previously not doing digital marketing or even not doing influencer marketing. They have jumped on the bandwagon because I guess that they have realized that, you know, this is the only way that they can market their products. तो हमारे साथ भी यही हुआ है, because हमारे साथ तो I think majorly और भी हुआ है because we've actually changed our direction of our content. Like जहाँ पे पहले हम सिर्फ travel content बना रहे थे on Patangir, so we would get very different kinds of companies and brands. For example, like telecommunication की काफी हो गई, या क्या कहते हैं थोड़ी बहुत food brands होगी, beverages हो गए. But now we're getting more like food based, because we're showing that a couple is, you know, like stuck in the office and we're living here and everything. That's the, you know, narrative we've taken. So a lot of cleaning products wo aa gaye into place, and I think that's also because the conversation on internet and social media has turned towards that, because now everybody's talking about staying at home, do your own chores, because of course आपके पास help नहीं है, you know, you have no domestic staff or anything to do anything for you. तो वो conversation पूरे internet की उसी तरफ चली गई कि आप घर पे बैठ के क्या क्या कर रहे हैं, right? खाना बना रहे हैं, baking कर रहे हैं, cleaning खुद ही कर रहे हैं, art कर रहे हैं, जो भी कर रहे हैं. तो वो जो brands हैं who also do conversations around these topics have jumped in. You know, a lot of food brands have approached us and we're creating content for them जो हम previously नहीं कर रहे थे. You know, a lot of, जैसे कि मैंने mention किया, house products, cleaning products, they have come on board who previously were not doing influencer marketing or who were not working with me personally because my content was different. So yeah, like a lot has changed in the last like 1 month. And as Muzammil even said, like in the beginning, we were also worried कि what's going to happen, will we get business or not, what will happen, people are not going to buy things, people are not going to shop. But ऐसा नहीं हुआ. Online shopping, e-commerce did pick up, and brands change their conversations, content creators, influencers change their conversations. तो अब वो सब उसके अराउंड हो रहा है कि हम घर बैठ के क्या क्या कर सकते हैं. तो उस नैरेटिव के अंदर जो जो चीजें आ सकती हैं, जो जो कंटेंट, जो जो ब्रांड्स, जो जो प्रोडक्ट्स उसके अंदर आ सकते हैं, and they're doing their job, they're doing their work, they're creating content around that. But I do agree कि fashion is something जो मेरा भी personal experience हुआ है. They are, I think, not doing that well because मेरे साथ भी 2-3, actually 3-4 fashion brands have approached me and they're like, just do it out of goodwill, do it as a PR thing. We don't have budgets to give you right now because our sales have taken a hit. Because I feel like for them to move from store purchases, moving to online purchases must have taken a time. And I think in the coming weeks, it will probably go up. But I think as of now, they're still shifting from in-store sales to online stores. So I think right now, I think there's a little gap, which I think 2-3 हफ्ते बाद maybe शायद fill up हो जाएगा. But right now, fashion brands have been also coming to me and they're like, you know, let's do it as a collaboration or a partnership, but funds abhi nahi hai. But I feel like food brands, beverage brands, home products, cleaning brands, they are very comfortable in spending at this point in time.
So, you know, one thing that we've talked a lot about is authenticity, knowing in terms of people who want to start blogging and start becoming, going into digital marketing and influencing. One thing is authenticity, knowing what you stand for. Then the other thing is that knowing the products and brands that you would endorse and you would use, right? So you wouldn't like, would you endorse a brand that you didn't use? Would any of you?
I mean, I can speak for myself. By the way, funny thing, you know, answering your previous question, 10 minutes before I was coming here, I was actually shooting a video for something. And that was a brand that I've never even thought of that I would do before, you know, and I'm being approached by even, जैसे अमतुल ने बात की है, इस time FMCGs, क्योंकि FMCGs, telecoms, in सब के, I worked in a telecom, so I know कि उनके बहुत heavy जो marketing budgets होते थे, especially रमजान है, इस time जितने भी food related companies हैं, organized FMCGs हैं, they've all shifted their budgets. तो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को तो बहुत सारी इंटरेस्टिंग सर्विसेज और प्रोडक्ट्स की पे काम करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है. मी इवन एज अ फैशन एंड अ लाइफस्टाइल इन्फ्लुएंसर, लाइक यू नो, आई एम गेटिंग टू एक्सप्लोर डिफरेंट थिंग्स दैट आई थॉट आई विल नॉट डू बिफोर, बट नाउ आई एम लाइक, ओके, इट्स फाइन, यू नो, लाइक इट्स, आई कैन क्रिएट सम इंटरेस्टिंग स्पिन अराउंड इट. As far as not endorsing certain products or services are concerned, also true story. 10 minutes ago, I rejected something because, see, here's the point, and this is what I also want to say to new content creators. हर इंसान सब कुछ नहीं कर सकता. Like, honestly, like, you have to realize your strength, you have to realize your weakness, and you have to also treat yourself like a brand. अगर आप, for example, I realize this कि I'm not a very funny person. Like, you know, like, I'm not like Amtul in real life. Like, I'm just not somebody जिसको comedy बहुत naturally आती है, who's very like, you know, like a life of the party kind of a person. So I would not like to venture into something where I look inauthentic to myself and inauthentic to the people who are seeing me, you know. Similarly, even food videos, ये वो ठीक है, मैं cooking करती हूँ, मैं अपने लिए करती हूँ, but I'm not mad about cooking. I cannot just do it because it's a trend, क्योंकि 10 लोग और कर रहे हैं, तो I also need to do that. So I feel like वो, you know, like you have to sort of find joy in what you are doing, and that's how you also stay true to who you are. So anyway, long story short, I was just saying कि नहीं, मैं reject कर देती हूँ कुछ campaigns because I feel वो मेरे साथ resonate नहीं करती, वो मेरी audience के साथ भी शायद relate नहीं करती. मैं उस पर content बनाऊंगी तो बहुत ही inauthentic लगेगा, वो बहुत ad like लगेगा. Sometimes I have to politely turn down business ideas because I feel honestly it doesn't benefit the if you've come to somebody who has a very niche, fashionable kind of an audience, younger audience, or for an older audience, I will feel like this is not intended. So I'm scared for this.
Yeah, or I would like to add to that if I can कि कभी-कभी ये होता है कि the way we deal with brands is like कभी-कभी I get it like आप वो use नहीं करते या वो आपकी अपनी brand के साथ resonate नहीं करती, तो we take it as a challenge and we're like, okay, how can we make it relevant to us and our audience? For example, Abhi, we're actually going to release a cooking video tonight, and we never used to cook before, and we're not food bloggers either, but we found a twist to it. We thought, yeah, how can we cook which is our own style? तो हमने उसमें ना kung fu add करे जो हमने एक release की थी, and people loved it so much, and that wasn't even branded, that wasn't even paid. और उसकी वजह से kung fu cooking video की वजह से a brand actually came on board and paid us to do it again, you know, because we found our own style to it. So I'm not saying that I need to be like, अब आप इसमें 2 कप ये डालें, अब 3 कप ये डालें. I don't know how to cook. So we made a cooking video, but in our own style. तो उसमें I'm doing kung fu, shang fu, cool music है हमारे, cool transitions है, हमने उसको बहुत funky तरीके से बनाया, right? फिर हमारे पास एक आई lawn की brand. Now, as you guys can also see from my content, I hardly wear lawn or shalwar kameez. And I was like, okay, how can I make it relevant to me and my brand? So again, I was like, okay, I will only do it if I get the clothes stitched myself in my own style. And I took their lawn piece and I made a Western outfit out of it. You know, I didn't make it into typical shalwar kameez because that's not who I am and I will never wear that. And my audience knows that too. They'll be like, ये jeans shirt पहनती है एक दिन इसको क्या हो गया दुपट्टे 3-piece में आ गई, right? Because audience is not stupid. They're watching you every day. So I took that as a challenge and I was okay, let me design it the way I would wear it. So, and the brand agreed. They were like, okay, you're giving a new flavor to us. That's fine. We're collaborating with multiple different content creators. And it's important for brands to understand also, okay, if you're collaborating with influencers and content creators, everyone will have their own style. And that's the beauty of it. वरना तो हम सब DVC ना लगा दे अपने page पे. You just give me your DVC, I'll put it up, you pay me for it. No. They come to us because everybody has a different style of doing it. So that's what I tell them. I'm like, listen, your brand is a little different and I'm going to tweak it and do it my way. And a lot of times they do agree. कभी-कभी बहुत समझाना पड़ता है. अभी Olivia का मैंने एक content piece किया था. And you have no idea how much I had to convince them that it's going to be a funny video because I'm a comedian. Amtul Baveja makes funny videos. I don't do my skincare routine. They were like, "Aap Olivia ke product ko dikha de in your skincare routine." And I was like, my audience will never buy it. I never talk about skin. I don't talk about makeup because I don't know jack about it. So my audience will be like, ये बिक गई देखो जरा इसको. They're not stupid, right? They're consuming 50 other influencers. I know मेरी जो audience है वो हमना को भी follow करी है, मुजम्मिल को भी follow करी है, वो you know अम्बर को भी follow करी है, और वो 10-15 और influencers को follow करें, and they know किसका क्या style है. So I convinced them. I was like, listen, I will do a comedic video. We should be around beauty only, but in a funny way. So मैंने बात की कि how women are growing hair in quarantine and we can't deal with it, and I did a funny video around it. और इसके बीच में integrated Olivia. And the results were in front. Mashallah say, I got the most views on that Olivia campaign जो और content creators ने create किया था. My video got the maximum views and I was like, see, when you listen to the influencer, they know what they're talking about. So I feel like कभी-कभी आपको brand को मतलब ना आपको समझाना पड़ता है, उनको convince करना पड़ता है, और आपको अपने ideas कभी-कभी उनको बताने पड़ते हैं कि I'm going to do it this way. और I think most of the times they listen to it and they agree that. Yeah, they agree to that. So वो करना पड़ता है.
Thank you, Amtul. And I completely agree with you. I also saw your Cleanopedia campaign. Did I say it right, the brand's name? I saw other influencers who did it, and your guys' views were off the charts compared to other people because you played with it. And another big transition I saw you do, which I mean, I'm a big fan of Amtul's, and I love her comedy and her improv. But I always felt like Patangir you didn't see enough of Amtul's comedy and improv there. And I think in the last month you've really brought it, and then वो Fahad का भी निकल आया साथ. So it's fun to see, and it seems authentic. And so you know, a bunch of people have been asking about tools for starting these sorts of things. So one thing that all of you have mentioned is authenticity, and the other thing is knowing how to talk to brands and sticking with what your values are and what your boundaries are, and knowing your strengths. Besides that, Muzammil, what advice would you give to someone who wants to, you know, they've lost their job in the Corona economy, and they've always had an extreme passion for cooking or for fashion or something else, and they know that really well. How do you suggest that they approach becoming a content creator or influencer right now? if they were starting from scratch?
देखिए, I would मेरा तो बड़ा सिंपल सा असूल होता है, वो यही होता है कि you know, start with Google. A lot of people will say a lot of different things. मेरा सिर्फ ये असूल होता है, start with Google. You need to be a knowledge hub, and you need to put that knowledge out there to the world. So whatever industry, and a lot of times we more often than not just stick to these niches like fashion, beauty, food, lifestyle. That's what we hear in Pakistan. Tech, maybe got a couple of people in there. But अभी जो सही दुनिया खुलने वाली है ना, देखिए सारी पूरा पाकिस्तान इस वक्त घर में फारिग बैठा हुआ है, ठीक है? वो घर में फारिग बैठा हुआ है ना, तो उनको अब समझ आइए कि अच्छा हमारा गार्डन सड़ा था तो सब्जियां उगा लेते हैं वहां पर। गार्डनिंग इन्फ्लुएंसर कोई एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता पाकिस्तान में। वो घर में बैठा हुआ है तो कीड़े मकोड़े आ रहे हैं। वो कीड़े मकोड़ों कौन से पाकिस्तान में कौन से सीजन में कौन सा कीड़ा मकोड़ा आता है, आपको बता रहा हूँ, ये भी यूट्यूब चैनल चलेगा कि ये जो लाल बेग आता है ये इस टेम्परेचर में आता है, क्यों आता है, और उसके बारे में बताए ना तो वो भी चलेगा। सो राइट नाउ the possibilities, I mean, you take an area that you're interested in, you read all about it, you become an expert, you convert that into any local language that you're comfortable with. I mean, it's not just Urdu. Pashto influencers, by the way, the biggest number draws in Pakistan are Pashto के जो internet users हैं वो भी बहुत active हैं, और वो उनकी uptake भी बहुत ज़्यादा है उनके influencers. So whatever local language that you're comfortable with, just go take that content that's available, that knowledge that's available in English language all over the world, package it and put it out there to your audience. Obviously इसमें ये चीज जरूर definitely मैं कहूँगा कि figure out niches that A, you're passionate about, yes, but B, also that are easy to do. You know, if you're gonna, let's say, start talking about, at this point in time, someone who's beginning to talk about fashion is gonna be a bad idea, not just because brands aren't putting money in there. वो आ जाएगा 2-3 महीने बाद आ जाएगा, but you can't physically go out to a store. The content is suddenly much less. आप order तो आप कर नहीं सकते, स्टोर में आप जाते हैं, आप फ्री में चीजें ट्राई कर लेते हैं और ट्राई करके आपको बहुत बेहतर आइडिया हो जाता है, लेकिन अब आप वेबसाइट से ऑर्डर तो करने से रहे, राइट, सारी प्रोडक्ट्स स्टार्ट में। So find niches which are easier to do. Again, gardening is easy. हर किसी का एक छोटा मोटा लॉन भी नहीं है, एक गमला, 500 रुपए का गमला लें, मिट्टी डालें, उसमें पौधे उगाना शुरू करें, देखें क्या हो सकता है। So अगर कोई इस वक्त फारिग बैठा हुआ है तो मेरी तो डेफिनेटली ये रिकमेंडेशन होगी, एक कि अगर वो इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग स्पेस में आना चाहता है, इन्फ्लुएंसर कंटेंट स्पेस में आना चाहता है, तो वो इस तरह की नीशेस उठाए और उसके अंदर जाके स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट इट, स्टार्ट हॉबीज को कन्वर्ट करें इनटू कंटेंट। टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, लाइक आई डोंट सी इनफ पीपल इन पाकिस्तान डूइंग दैट। फॉर सम रीजन हॉबीज आर अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम। लाइक एवरीबॉडी वांट्स टू टॉक अबाउट समथिंग दैट सीम्स इंपॉर्टेंट। one of the biggest YouTube channels is उसका नाम है Canadian Ant Army or something like that. The guy has in his basement, he has these aquariums जिसमें वो दुनिया भर की different type की ants उगाता है, मतलब zoo बनाया हुआ है उसने, और उसमें वो ना उसकी हर एपिसोड जो होती है, it's like कि ये वाली उसने सबको नाम दिए, मतलब thousands of ants, इन्होंने ये किया, अच्छा मैंने स्पाइडर डाल दिया, वो एक्सपेरिमेंट होता है, 20 मिनट की एपिसोड है, और I watch that, it's super therapeutic. You'd watch it and you'd be like, यार ये अब कोई अगर किसी को बताएगा कि ये कर लो, they'd be like, nobody is gonna watch it. But the fact is, you know, that's the beauty of the internet, that's the beauty of content. If you have a hobby, if you like to breed ants, breed them and share that with the world. Rightfully, like Jahan said, science experiments पूरी दुनिया में they're huge. Like, you know, just playing around with different things. Pakistan में unfortunately we don't do that enough. So मैं probably यही कहूँगा, go to Google, figure out a hobby, build an expertise around that hobby, and start sharing it out with the world.
I think the key there is building an expertise around a hobby, right? So we see sometimes that people start doing something and then it just doesn't develop its own audience. And I think that's data that's coming back for you. If you're doing something and you're putting it out there and you're doing all the things like someone has mentioned, engagement groups mein aap kare, you're building, you're building the connections, you're posting it where you need to post it, you're doing all the things that you need to do. But if it's not sticking, then maybe you're not passionate enough about it, maybe you're not connecting enough.
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say they're not passionate. Digital marketing एक basic असूल होता है A/B testing. A/B testing का concept ये है कि आप A चीज try करेंगे, नहीं काम करी तो आप B try करेंगे, नहीं काम करी तो आप C try करेंगे, और आप टेस्ट करते करते एक iteration tree के अंदर निकलकर finally अपनी पकड़ेंगे। और मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, इस वक्त जो इन्फ्लुएंसर इस कॉल पे है और जो इन्फ्लुएंसर को आपने ऑनलाइन देखा है ना, कोई इन्फ्लुएंसर ऐसे नहीं है जो आज वो कर रहा है जिससे वो स्टार्ट हुआ था when he started. उन सब ने आहिस्ता आहिस्ता पिवट किया। एक और चीज मैं साथ ये कहूंगा, a lot of influencers find it very difficult to actually go out there. Specifically, a lot of good people generally who do not have, या जिनको मैं देख के कह सकता हूँ कि यार उनका मुश्किल है कि शायद नहीं चल पाएंगे, वो easily start कर देते हैं. The most talented people I see, they're waiting for that perfection. So they're like, I know I'm constantly saying build that expertise, but I'm not saying build that expertise and then start. I'm saying go on a journey of building an expertise and share your journey with the audience. The audience loves to see you grow. They don't love seeing you as that perfect person. Nobody likes curated feeds. Nobody likes you as someone who is so high up कि वो unattainable हो जाता है. People want to see a kid in a Mehran जिसने finally 10 साल की मेहनत के बाद Corolla खरीदी है. They don't want to see someone who's bought a Corolla in the first place. उसकी अपनी मेहनत से होगी ना, पहला कमेंट ये आएगा पापा के पैसे से खरीद लिया. Right? And we all get a lot of these comments कि जी मेरी वो हम लोग के हाउस रिवील वाली वीडियो आई हुई है. नए लोग जो आते हैं ना, जो पहली दफा के उस वीडियो को देख रहे हैं, वो ये कह रहे हैं वो पापा के पैसे से तो आपने बना लिया. Obviously जिन्होंने 10 साल की जर्नी देखी है, they know कि जो हार्ड वर्क लगा है उसको बनाने में. So journey is incredibly important. And while I say build, go on a journey of expertise, share that with your audience.
Right. So we have a lot of questions on, the negative side of these things. Like paid content seems fake often, someone is saying. As an influencer, how do you manage to review these products honestly? I'm just going to read these questions out. Someone else is saying, isn't PR being abused by influencers, especially in Pakistan and especially with small businesses? We want influencers to support the local market, but being an influencer, they only demand that the brand serve them. How do you balance it out? And then someone is saying,
what was the first question? I really liked it. I'd like to answer that.
Yeah.
Regarding the PR.
The PR one. The PR one, isn't PR being abused by influencers, especially in Pakistan and especially of small businesses?
अच्छा, like paid promotion की बात हुई थी बहुत. That's a very good question. And
paid content.
I would like to use this platform to clear this once and for all. कि पहली बात तो ये कि मुझे आज तक ये समझ नहीं आती कि लोगों को पेड प्रमोशन देख के why do they get so irked? उनको इतना मसला क्यों होता है? क्योंकि first of all they understand, सबको पता है कि how digital marketing works, that this is a medium where people have, I have a full-time career now as an influencer. People make money off of it. This is what they do for a living. And you need to also see that there are, वही बात जहाँ पे power of influence की आ जाती है, you know exactly that the people who you follow or who you admire, you trust them, right? There are certain people out there who you know will give you a good authentic review, and they're obviously, because the internet is such a huge space. It's Seher here, by the way. Am I just have you lost her?
No, I'm here. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi. So मैं ये कह रही थी कि obviously there are going to be people who misuse PR. Obviously there are bloggers who try and make this difficult for other people, because then they reach out to brands and they say we'll do it for free, and that makes it much more difficult for other people who are trying to build authentic spaces. Long story short, it's something that I tell people कि लोगों the decision to make a purchase is your own. मैं आपको गन पॉइंट पे नहीं कह रही कि आप जाके खरीदें. मैंने आपको सिर्फ एक चीज का एक ऑथेंटिक रिव्यू दे दिया. आपको पसंद आए आप लें, आपको नहीं पसंद आए आप ना लें. So there is no point in coming and shooting the messenger. Like, people want to shoot us because they're like, आप ये क्यों कर रहे हैं, आप ना खरीदें. So that's just as simple as it is. As far as PR is.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean, to be honest, this is, for example, somebody comes to me, I say, I love this shirt, guys, and this is how it looks. आपको पसंद आए आप लें, आपको ना पसंद, आपको मैं inauthentic लगी हूँ, no problem. You don't, so you don't have to fight with the person who's trying to just put that information out there for you, or they're showing the things to you. They're just there to वो आपको एक चीजों की एक्सप्लोर करने में हेल्प कर रहे हैं. नथिंग बियॉन्ड दैट. द डिसीजन इज योर ओन इवेंचुअली. PR की जहां तक बात आती है, आई थिंक it's very individual to every influencer how they approach it, whether they want to do free reviews, to what extent they're willing to give promotion and marketing to PR, whether they're willing to even take PR or not. So it really just depends. As for me personally, I don't think that in today's day and age, for brands or for influencers, I don't think it's a good strategy to just do marketing through PR. it's a good means of just having, अगर आपने अपनी relationship जिसको कहते हैं ना public relations, अगर आपने अपनी relations रखनी है with bloggers and influencers, you want to introduce a new product that you've launched to a couple of bloggers and influencers, you want to build rapport with them, you should use it for that, and use it effectively, not sending a product to a blogger and then shoving it down their throat, okay, we want a free review, because that's not a nice way of creating a positive brand image in the minds of those influencers or in the minds of the people who follow them. So when it comes to PR, I truly feel if you're a small business, if you can't afford to pay bloggers, don't do it. Like, I just feel like don't go for these these gimmicks, because they will do more harm to you. The influencer will not feel very pleased when you reach out to them and say, can you please do it for free, and we want this and we want that. Because the problem is also the tone. मुजम्मिल और अमतुल शायद इससे एग्री करेंगे, हमना के साथ भी होता होगा, बहुत सारे लोग आपको चीज भेज देते हैं, then they say we need you to do this, we need you to put a post, so the thing is, you have you asked the influencer, have you really asked them whether they needed this product, whether they're willing to review this product? What if they don't even do it for free? So I feel that brands के लिए PR जो है ना, वो एक बड़ा tricky affair है. उनको सिर्फ उसको as goodwill या as a present या as an introduction to new product use करना चाहिए. Audiences को mindful होना चाहिए कि उनको क्या चीज पसंद आ रही है, नहीं आ रही है. जो नहीं आ रही है उसमें आप ना लें. The choice is your own.
I think मैं इसको ना, ये दोनों सवाल, एक सवाल का जवाब दूसरे सवाल में है कि आप पहले और ये इन्फ्लुएंसर होने का ना एक बड़ा अलमिया ये है कि हम बहुत दफा इस तरह लेफ्ट राइट में फंसे रहते हैं. एक चीज करने लगते हैं तो दूसरी साइड वाला बोलता है, दूसरी चीज करने लगते हैं तो दूसरी साइड वाला बोलता है. पहला सवाल उसमें उन्होंने कहा कि लाइक कॉन्स्टेंटली ब्रांडेड चीजें हो रही होती हैं, we're doing a lot of that. मुझे ये बड़ी मजेदार बात लगती है. हम पाकिस्तान में कहते हैं पाकिस्तान की इकोनॉमी भी बेहतर हो, और उसी के साथ साथ हम कहते हैं कि यार बिजनेस किसी तरह ना हो. तो we basically want, like, I don't know, Mano Salwa to come from the skies, because theoretically I don't understand how influencers helping businesses, चाहे small हो चाहे big हो चाहे कोई भी हो, bottom line it's moving money, it's creating jobs, it's basically moving the economy, right? So anybody who casts doubt on influencers as if they're doing something evil by helping brands, मैं तो इसमें कहूँगा ही नहीं कि ये तो आपका है, आपकी मर्जी है, आप खरीदें या ना खरीदें. Obviously वो तो व्यूअर की मर्जी है, बट हमें इस फंडामेंटल आइडिया को पहले ना नॉर्मलाइज करना है कि marketing on television is fine, marketing on newspapers is fine, but marketing with influencers suddenly is such an evil thing, and हमें constantly guilt होता है.
Why do you think that is though, Muzammil? There's a reason for it. Why do you think that is? Because if you're building your persona, you're literally bringing people into your homes, and you're building a personal relationship, and they're eating their breakfast with you. They feel like they're your family member. So if you do a campaign that's with a brand and it's not transparent, like it's sort of like if I came home with an outfit and like I told my sister, I really like this outfit, why don't you get it for yourself too? तुमसे भी बहुत अच्छा लगेगा. And she'll be like,
लेकिन मैं
उसको बाद में पता चले, I'm just sorry, उसको बाद में पता चले कि मुझे उससे like 100 रुपए या 200 रुपए whatever commission मिला.
देखिए आपने अभी बिल्कुल आपने दोस्त बात की ट्रांसपेरेंसी के ऊपर. I think every big influencer पाकिस्तान में, anybody who calls himself an influencer, 3 साल से ज्यादा वो काम कर चुका है. I highly doubt brands हमें कहते हैं आप subliminally करें, हमारा hashtag ad भी जाता है, हमारा पेड पार्टनरशिप भी जाते हैं. देयर इज समथिंग जो कि इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ने करवाया जाकर. एंड इवन जब हमारी गवर्नमेंट से बात हो रही थी तो हमने गवर्नमेंट को भी ये बात बोली कि आप बाय पॉलिसी आप डालें कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन, क्योंकि कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन के नाम पे हम इन्फ्लुएंसर्स नहीं कर रहे, ब्रांड्स इस तरह की बहुत सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं जो आपकी सोल सिस्टर्स और सोल ब्रदर्स और इस तरह के ग्रुप्स के अंदर जाकर आपने माइक्रो ब्लॉगर्स हायर किए हुए जो कि रिव्यू इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे हैं. इन्फ्लुएंसर्स आर नॉट डूइंग एनी ऑफ दैट. हाँ, जब आपने ट्रांसपेरेंसी डाल दी, अच्छा ट्रांसपेरेंसी नहीं डालेंगे तो कंज्यूमर बेवकूफ बन के चला जाता है और कहता है कि सही अच्छा बेच गए. जो बेचारा ट्रांसपेरेंसी डाल देता है वो ट्रांसपेरेंसी भी डालता है, कंज्यूमर को प्रोटेक्शन भी देता है और उसके बाद मार भी वही खाता है. My point primarily is, we're 100% agreed on transparency. Any influencer who is not transparent needs to be called out. Any influencer who is transparent, if he's making money by telling the public about a particular brand and the value propositions that brand is bringing out, I don't understand how that's a bad thing. Like I said, if I work at, मैं अगर honestly Telenor में काम करता ना और मैं घर आता और मैं आके अपने भाई को बोलता कि भाई देखो ये Telenor की नई सिम आई है, वो शायद थोड़ा सा मेरा मजाक उड़ाता है लेकिन वो मेरी बात जरूर सुनता, right? So that's how it is. एक brand है, brand के साथ मेरी एक loyalty establish हुई है one way or the other. और इसको मैं bring down करूँगा जो आपका पुराने वाला सवाल था जिसमें आपने कहा कि do we talk about products that we don't generally use. इस question को मैं दो areas में divide करूँगा. एक ये इस area में कि products that we would not use because they are poor products. And एक वो area में जिसमें हम कहते हैं कि शायद वो product एक different socio-economic class के लिए divide हुई है या हमारे interests के लिए aligned नहीं है. इस साइड को कोई नहीं करता, कोई बड़ा इन्फ्लुएंसर ये चीज नहीं करता जिसमें एक बुरी प्रोडक्ट होती है तो वो उसको यूटिलाइज करेगा. ऐसे ब्रांड्स एग्जिस्ट कर चुके हैं जिसके साथ हमने पार्टनरशिप्स की, नहीं अच्छा रिजल्ट मिला, हमने उनको फ्लैट आउट मना कर दिया, नेक्स्ट टाइम वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क विद यू, क्योंकि कंज्यूमर्स ने हमें बोला कि यार नहीं अच्छी प्रोडक्ट थी. हमने कहा ठीक है, हमें तो अच्छी साफ सुथरी करके भेज देते हैं वो प्रोडक्ट, राइट. ऑन दी अदर हैंड अगर एक प्रोडक्ट ऐसी है जो कि शायद मैंने जिंदगी में इस्तेमाल नहीं की, मेरा इंटरेस्ट नहीं था, तो मैं जरूर उसको ट्राई जरूर करूंगा. मैं उन्हें स्पोर्ट्स वेयर नहीं पहनता, मुझे कोई पीआर भेजेगा और कहेगा कि आप इसके पेड पार्टनरशिप करें स्पोर्ट्स वेयर की, मैं उसको पहनूंगा. मैं लिटरली एक रन पे भी जाऊंगा जस्ट टू सॉर्ट ऑफ चेक इट आउट कि वो कैसा एक्सपीरियंस है, एंड आई विल शेयर दैट एक्सपीरियंस विद द ऑडियंस. सो डूइंग पेड वर्क essentially is nothing more than giving someone a space where they can reach that message can reach out to the audience. And जो आपकी जो उन्होंने सवाल किया था अराउंड स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस, छोटे बिजनेसेस हैं, उसमें मैं पीआर वाली चीजें बस इतनी सी बात करना चाहूंगा कि पीआर जो है ना वो एक लॉटरी है, ठीक है. A lot of people don't understand that. People think कि PR is free marketing. If you send a PR, you're entitled to a free marketing. PR is a lottery where if you have a good product, you find influencers who are most likely to use that product in their daily lives. And if they start using it, तो वो आपको शायद एक स्टोरी के बजाय वो आपको 15 स्टोरीज दें फ्री में. जिस तरीके से फॉर एग्जांपल अगर कोई लड़की है लाइक हमने एज अ जर्नल ब्रांड, प्लानर ब्रांड, what we would ideally do is we would like to find girls or boys जो कि planners इस्तेमाल करते हैं, हम उनको PR भेजेंगे और हम कहेंगे कि use this planner. We believe that this planner, you love this planner more than the other planners that you're using. And because that person is an influencer, शायद 2 महीने 3 महीने बाद वो हमारे प्लानर को जब यूज करना शुरू करेंगे तो वो उसको डालना शुरू कर देंगे. That's completely up to them. वो ऑर्गेनिकली डालेंगे तो लॉटरी लग गई हमारी, हमें वो स्पेस मिलेगी जो कि शायद hundreds of thousands of rupees की थी. लेकिन to expect कि PR मार्केट होगा, not even if I like it, I am not going to market any PR unless I use it in my daily life. That is it. अगर मैं किसी को specific space दूंगा without using that thing in my daily life, that will be paid.
Thank you.
If I can add something here, Sahel, I just wanted to ask
you guys, do you see the Q&A app? Can you answer some questions, because some of them are specifically for you guys?
Yes, I can.
So should we like type them or say it out loud?
I mean, you can type them in for the ones that are simple, right? Like, for example, someone is making a comment to Muzammil, I like what you're saying, thank you. He can respond and say, you're welcome. So I just thought you guys can play with the Q&A app. We have 20 minutes left. So I just wanted to recap a bit of the things that we've talked about so far. So we've talked about having an authentic voice, especially for the people who want to start blogging. We've talked about, developing an expertise or a knowledge area and showing your journey as well. And then I think the third big thing that has come up right now, which is the ethics of it. So red lines, what are your red lines when you're going into something? So it's very clear for the three of you, because your brands are developed, what your red lines are. But we should all agree that the influencer market is a spectrum. The people who do really well, you guys know this, they have authenticity, they have red lines. They don't cross certain red lines. And just like Muzammil ne kaha ki, oh, hum sab to transparent hain. But the thing is that a lot of people are coming into the market, they don't know these things. So I think it's important to tell them that if you don't know what your red lines are, like for example, Muzammil gave a very good example about when you will use a product. Like you won't promote a poorly made product, and also the difference between PR and what small businesses should know. But I think young people, if they're coming into this, or someone is switching a profession because of the way the economy is, and there've been a few questions like that. What do I do? How do I make my employees influencers? A question tha from someone. So people are, the ethics of these things. It's complicated, and as consumers, this is a completely new area. Amber, you said something about, I don't understand why people don't understand how this operates, how digital marketing operates. And, I come from the journalism industry, and we see this there all the time, where people get really...
I wanted to add this over here as well. Ye baat hai ki I completely agree with the fact every influencer, bigger influencers now are responsible enough, they're mindful enough वो ब्रांड से ज्यादा खुद कॉन्शियस हैं कि यार हम क्या इंडोर्स करते हैं क्या नहीं करते हैं, बिकॉज इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स पोरली ऑन देम. So they are the one. But I also feel that why is this judgment reserved for influencers only? आपके ख्याल से माहिरा खान लक्स मुंह पे लगाती है, या आपको लगता है कटरीना कैफ स्लाइस जूस पीती है? मार्केटिंग बेसिकली एज अ प्रिंसिपल इज about creating a persona. It's about selling fantasies. It's about selling a thought or a concept. So I mean, I also feel that influencer community needs to के ऊपर इतना मॉरल इस टाइम जजमेंट है जो कि मेरे ख्याल से तमाम इंडस्ट्रीज पे प्रिवेल करता है. बहुत हर इंडस्ट्री में कुछ लोग ऑथेंटिक होते हैं, कुछ लोग इनऑथेंटिक होते हैं. थोड़ा सा वी नीड टू स्टॉप जजिंग इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ऑन दिस आल्सो, बिकॉज अगेन मार्केटिंग by the very nature depends on a little bit of selling the fantasy or the idea. So I truly feel that there are obviously there's different variations in every industry. And acha, ek aur question that I would like to answer, because that's something that I felt was very relevant. Yes, there's this girl who was asking, what about someone who's trying to do something meaningful and educating women on empowerment, but they only demand fun stuff related to lifestyle, fashion, food, travel? Yes. So you see, even as a fashion influencer, this is exactly what I was talking about initially. What happens to people when they join Instagram is they start picking things from left, right, center, and they start coming up with a concoction of their own. कि मैं ये भी करती हूँ, मैं ये भी करती हूँ, फलाने ने वो फलाना चैलेंज किया, मैंने भी करना है, TikTok भी मैंने कर. So it's about what you want to do. मैं any Anisha and all these girls who are asking me कि मैं घर क्यों आई हैं, like you need to ask yourself honestly, why do you want to join Instagram? If your true purpose is to put that knowledge out there, जहाँ पे आप women empowerment की बात कर रहे हैं, you want to create a difference to somebody's life, even if that's one person. This is something that Hamna wrote on her page some time back, and I loved her for saying that. She said, it doesn't matter to me कि मेरे 10,000 likes आए या नहीं आए, as long as 5 people have read it and it has made a difference to their lives. आपका गोल क्या है, आपका eventual गोल क्या है? अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आप ऑडियंस अपलॉज के लिए आए हैं और लाइक्स के लिए आए हैं और उसके लिए आए हैं, तो फिर ठीक है, फिर आप वो करें जो कि चल रहा है, whatever is trending. But then you won't, I'll be honest, you won't find joy in it, and you won't even remain consistent with it. And you lack, आपको बहुत जल्दी ही आपका ambition जो है to be on Instagram or to be on social media वो die down कर जाएगा, आप कर नहीं सकेंगे. So staying true to your purpose, the sole purpose of being on Instagram, आपका वो होना चाहिए कि मैं करना क्या था, मैं क्यों आई हूँ, what is it that I want to achieve.
मैं इसमें एक चीज ऐड करूंगा. A good teacher generally is one जो कि students की psyche समझता है और उस psyche के अंदर से ना education निकालता है. A lot of times we have this argument, ये वाली इनकी बड़ी अच्छी argument है और ये मुझे पता है कि क्योंकि मैं बहुत अरसे इस बात पे रोया हूँ कि यार पढ़ी लिखी बात क्यों नहीं हो सकती. और मैंने 2015 में एक ब्रेक ली थी लॉल स्टूडियो से और उसकी वजह ये थी कि हमारी लास्ट वीडियो टू पेरिस फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान आई थी, इंटरनेशनली बड़ी पजीराई मिली उसको. फिर पाकिस्तान में वही चल रहा था, वाइन्स चल रही थी, and I was just like, I don't want to do the same comedy stuff anymore. I want to do something more educated. And I hated everybody around me. I hated the consumer. I hated the creator for building a space. Why are they doing all of this? And people should yearn for something more educated. But that was me being a bitter, stupid person, to be very honest. It took me 3 years to understand कि लोगों ने उस तरह ही सोच. लोग आ रहे हैं entertainment के लिए भाई. लोगों की जिंदगी बहुत negative है कि उनको online मजीद negativity मिले. आपने उस एंटरटेनमेंट में किस तरह से प्यार से उनको खिलाना है और क्या क्या सिखाना है, वो एक अलग आर्ट है. It's about being the teacher on Instagram, being bitter in a way, oh my god, girls just like makeup. मैं ऐसी इन्फ्लुएंसर को जानता हूँ भाई, वो मेकअप में क्या क्या एम्पावर कर गई. मूरू की कभी एपिसोड आई है पिछले दिनों जिसमें उसने बताया है अबाउट, उसने पता नहीं फिलोसफी ऑफ लाइफ से लेकर क्या कुछ सिखा गया पाकिस्तानियों को, राइट. और इतनी आर्टिस्टिक, इतनी कॉमेडिक एंड आर्टिस्टिक वीडियो है वो, लेकिन वो आम आदमी को सब कुछ सिखा गई. So I mean it's primarily about how you make, इसको हम infotainment कहते हैं. हमने लॉ स्टूडियोज का तभी ये करना शुरू किया कि we used entertainment, comedy, और उसके अंदर दरमियान में ना प्यार से लोगों को information throw कर दी, and it really works.
Amtul, I think this is a great space for you to come in, because the content that you put in, so as my background is in media, and so I've always appreciated your content because it's well produced. You know, it's not something that can be done in a day. You guys think about it, you execute it, it's edited beautifully, you put in the post-production work to it. I feel like you're working for me. Like, I feel like you've done the effort, so I want to watch the video till the end. No, it's true, right? You know, so
thank you so much for that. I think uska bhi, so I think it all depends on how you want to approach content. Like, मैं ये नहीं कहूँगी कि अच्छा content वही है which is well produced and well edited और आप अच्छे camera use करें, ज़रूरी नहीं है. But where we come from, we wanted to do that. We wanted to make that difference because we were seeing online कि यार अच्छी quality का content apart from 2-3 big YouTubers नहीं कोई create कर रहा, you know, and especially when we started with the travel content. तो हमने कहा travel specific, there's no very few channels which are specifically creating travel content, which are showing Pakistan and the rest of the world with amazing production quality, you know, amazing editing, color grading, music, everything. We thought that was lacking. तो हमने इससे, that was our vision. तो मुझसे भी लोग हमेशा पूछते हैं कि आप बताएं, does quality matter or quantity matter? Doesn't matter what you're saying or doesn't matter the way you say it? So I feel like that's what you have to decide for yourself. क्योंकि अब मैं आपको example देती हूँ फायदा सलीम की, ठीक है? She's an amazing comedian, and if you look at her videos, she makes them just with her phone, and they're equally witty, and they're actually wittier than mine, and they're funnier. But I wanted to take a different direction. Even I make comedy videos on my own platform, but I was like, no, I wanna create better quality content. I want to show people कि यार अच्छी quality का content भी बन सकता है. You know, that was the way I looked at content. That was my passion and my vision. And you know, and that's how you develop your niche. So now, as you also said, when people think of me or Patangir or our content, they immediately think, yeah, their quality is excellent. Their production is amazing. And we love that, you know, so that's how you make your niche. I'm not saying that that's the only way to make content, but this is what sets you apart. And there are a lot of different things which can set you apart. Kisi ka, you know, comedic humor sets them apart. Kisi ka excellent fashion sense sets them apart. Ki koi काफी लोग minimal पैसों में इतना कुछ अपना घर डेकोरेट कर लेते हैं, travel कर लेते हैं, like, you know, there's so many different niches that you can make. So we feel like we were passionate about, जैसे कि मुज़म्मिल ने भी कहा कि it's very important to be passionate about something. मैं ये कहूँगी ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप वही करें जो सब लोग कर रहे हैं या वही करें जो ट्रेंड हो रहा है, जो चला, जो अमर ने भी बात की. I think it's very important to find your own passion, and I feel जो हमारा जो quality of content है, it's mostly coming out of passion because we genuinely enjoy shooting. Like Fahad especially, he loves having a camera in his hand and just shooting, and me on the other hand, I love being in front of camera because it's just very passion for me because I'm also an actor and everything. So usse bhi I think wo or you know मुझे वो push मिलता है. So and we just come together and we create this amazing team within ourselves. So I think यही है कि आप enjoy क्या करते हैं और आपका passion क्या है, and what kind of content you want to be remembered by, what kind of content you want to create. And I think थोड़ा ये भी depend करता है कि आप देखें कि industry में क्या vacuum है, क्या चीज lack कर रही है. For example, we felt जैसे कि हमने कहा couples इतने ज़्यादा नहीं थे. You know, like for example, हमना and मुज़म्मिल are one, and इसके अलावा I think 2-3 ये इतने ज़्यादा prominent नहीं है जो एक साथ मिलके बहुत ज़्यादा content बना रहे हैं. Number 1, number 2, we felt travel इतना ज़्यादा cover नहीं हो रहा. And number 3, we felt के amazing, excellent quality का content नहीं create हो रहा, you know. तो ये भी कभी-कभी देखना ज़रूरी होता है कि what do you see out there, what's missing in the industry, where can you fill the gap, which you might be passionate about, which you might be good at, and maybe you can fill that vacuum.
Okay, we have 8 minutes left and the 3 of you. So let's just do a rapid fire round for the rest of the 8 minutes. I'll ask a question and you guys rapidly answer. So one thing that folks asked was what platform should they start on? And I know all of you guys started on different platforms, your main platform, and you're on different platforms. So why don't you tell everyone what you started on as you thought, okay, we're going to produce content for that. And where's your main audience right now? Amtul, you can go first.
All right. So we started off with Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. I remember मैंने अपना page पतंगीर का बनाया था 2018 में, February 2018, and I made Instagram and Facebook together. Why? Because तब तक I wasn't thinking about you.
So we're gonna do it rapid. You just say them and
okay, rapid. Okay, so I started with Facebook. And I think you should choose a platform that you enjoy the most, because now Abhi, I'm the most active on Instagram because I genuinely enjoy and love the tools that Instagram has. I really enjoy it. So I think अब वहाँ पे जहाँ पे आपको genuinely मजा आता है, because then you'll enjoy creating content, you'll be able to create more content, and I think rapid fire है तो मैं चुप हो जाती हूँ.
Muzammil, where did you start? What platform did you start on, and where are you more now? Where's your influence more
I
now?
started on Facebook. I'm more on Instagram now, and we're now aggressively growing on YouTube. So, and for newcomers, I would personally recommend YouTube and TikTok.
Okay, Amber?
I started off a website actually. Not many people know. I started writing like back in 2010. That's how I started my fashion blog. And the website, I stopped doing written content now, and I'm mostly on Instagram. And I would highly suggest that you should pick a platform where your strength or your skill lies. If you're great with speaking, if you're great with filmmaking, and you know a thing or two about making videos, then pick YouTube. Or even TikTok, if you're somebody who's very confident. If you feel like you're not that confident, you're more of a visual person, you like creating, different visuals, then pick Instagram for sure.
Okay. And I think we can, the last question will pretty much be, what is one advice you would give for the post-corona economy? For new influencers, let's do it like this. For new influencers, what's the one piece of advice you would give them? Amtul?
I think I can just say
Sorry,
कि अपने आप को, अपने आप को, the way I did it was that you have to become self-sufficient. So I got myself a DSLR, I got myself a ring light, I got myself a tripod. I started Google, looking up for a lot of YouTube tutorials. I wanted to get that skill myself. I do not want to depend on photographers, videographers, editors. Learn the skill yourself. There's so many online courses available out there. Use this time to learn those skills. Use this time to brush up your own skills. And then, find again, जैसे किसी ने पहले बात की थी ना कि आप hobby या आपकी या जो आपका passion है, true passion है, उसके around content develop करें.
Muzammil?
I think I would probably recommend just do it. Grab whatever you have and start creating content. You're not gonna be perfect. You're not even gonna be close to perfect, to be very honest, and that's fine. Learn and grow and explore, and पहले करें फिर बाद में apologize करें.
Yeah, and I would like to add to it, K, also find your niche and your voice. I think that's something which is really, really important, because abhi itna zyada content ka influx aa raha hai that it's very easy to get lost. कि मैं ये भी कर लूँ, मैं वो भी कर लूँ, वो ये भी करे, वो ये भी करे, and everything. So I think very, very important that you put your head together and be like, what am I passionate about? What am I interested in? मेरी hobbies क्या हैं? What niche can I create around this? Which can be around multiple things. It doesn't have to be one, as we discussed before. But find your voice and your style. That's very, very important. And be consistent. And then plan out your calendar. जैसे लोग यही करते हैं कि एक idea आया, एक video बनाई, then they sit back. They don't keep pushing themselves. It's like, okay, one video did well, amazing, people loved it. What's next? Don't just sit back and be like, अच्छा बस मेरा काम हो गया यार, 50,000 views आ गए, I'm done, I'm good to go. No, always think of the next step. Plan your calendar. What do you stand for? What kind of content you want to churn out, and plan it from before. And if you're passionate about it, then you'll keep creating it, So.
अच्छा सहर, एक चीज है that I would like to tell people. Instagram for Business का Instagram account है, and they have started a series of small 10-minute tutorials every day, and there's a new calendar coming out. किसी का I'm doing mute it. Yeah, I was saying Instagram for Business के account पे जाएं. They've started coming up with really good short tutorials on even the basics of Instagram. How do I start posting? How do I come up with a content calendar? So they're like very basic stuff regarding, developing content. So that's, I feel, is very effective even for people like myself. Do go and check it out.
Thank you. That's super helpful. Does anyone else have any tips in terms of apps? Okay. So, to recap, we talked about having an authentic voice. We talked about knowing your audience. We had a rather, heated conversation on red lines and ethics and those kinds of things, which I think is super important going into it. Someone is asking, have you thought about a concept of moving towards a Bloggers Association of Pakistan? I think Muzammil ne already create kar li hai. 250 influencers ki list.
We're actually working on a Digital Artists Association of Pakistan. That's going to be a much larger platform that gets all the creators together. We've been working on that for almost 8-9 months now, and now it's finally taking shape. Prime Minister ka jo meetup tha with the YouTubers was one of the steps जो कि हम लोगों ने push किया था, so that we can now call ourselves an industry. And alhamdulillah, in the past 6 months, we've seen कि अब government का हमारा पहला वो ये था कि government हमें seriously ले, उन्होंने लेना शुरू कर दिया है. Now the next step is कि हम creators और ये सारे इकट्ठे हों, and we can start talking to brands and see कि हम इस industry में problems कैसे solve कर सकते हैं. So definitely going towards that side.
Thank you everyone for joining. I think an important note to end it on is
Thank
anyone
you.
starting this, because so many of the people who joined us today just want to start. They're beginners.
Yes.
To be creative, to experiment. Muzammil mentioned A/B testing. That's crucial. And all of us, we can be experimenting at any stage of their life or anything that they're doing. I do a bunch of other things. With Corona starting, I was doing a lot of I'm essentially I have a 7-year-old daughter, so I'm doing pandemic parenting.
And I was styling the film that Sahar's producing.
Oh yeah, so I produced a film earlier this year, and she was styling it as well. So I do a bunch of different things, and I myself started writing stories on Instagram under the handle 2030 Mama. And in a week, I got I didn't even realize it. I got so many followers that now I'm beginning to freak out because I don't know if I want my parenting to be so open. But anyway, so you experiment and you try things, and if it sticks, it sticks. So thank you so much, Muzammil, Amber, and Amtul for joining us. There was so much curiosity about Amtul's background in to-do list, so I'm so glad she mentioned it in the end and talked
You
about.
should do a giveaway. Please start giving this for free,
Thanks everybody. Thanks Sahar. You did a great job, and Muzammil, Amtul, Amber, you shared so much, and we're very appreciative of the fact that you were so open. I think everybody learned something, and if people still don't go out and try it, then that's their loss. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you for having me.